Welcome back to the weekly broadcast, Panthers. My name is Emily Mitten, and I am joined today with
Cassie Smith. In today's episode, we have much to recap due to our semester switch break, so let's dive straight into our upcoming events.
First on the list is Winter Carnival. Winter Carnival is brought to you by the High School Student Council and lasts from February 17th to February 21st. High schoolers participated in dress days all week, including Summer vs. Winter, which explains my appearance today, Dress Like a Teacher, and Rhyme Without Reason. Additionally, each class will compete for the ultimate win on Thursday and Friday by performing a lip sync, decorating their designated hallway, and playing in various games.
Next, we will talk about the Wizard of Oz play. Lisbon's take on this theater classic will be available to see at Lisbon's Town Hall on March 7th and 8th at 6 p.m., as well as March 9th at 12 p.m. Make sure to come support our students and witness their hard work and efforts that they put into this play. Also make sure to catch Senior Hannibal Tabor's final Lisbon play performance.
Finally, from Saturday, February 22nd to Sunday, March 2nd is winter break. We hope that staff and students enjoyed their well-deserved vacation and are looking forward to more fun when we return back to school.
That wraps up our upcoming events.
Now, let's switch to our past events. Carter Colby is first up, covering the sports recap.
You had a game last night. Who did you play against?
We played against Littleton.
Okay. And did you guys win or lose?
We unfortunately lost.
Yeah. Okay. How many points did you lose by?
Lose by? I don't know the exact numbers. My guess would be it was like 30 something to maybe 16 or 17.
Right. How do you think you guys have been doing this year?
This year we've been doing pretty good for honestly we have 4 8th graders, 1 7th grader, and then we have like 6 or 7 6th graders. So for having such a young team who don't know what they're doing, we're pretty good honestly. We haven't lost. We've won 1 game and we haven't lost too badly on our other games that we played. But we have a game this Friday and Tuesday against Lancaster, and we should be able to win those.
Thank you, Carter. Now let's go to Emily Mitten, who will be covering the middle school's Valentine's fundraisers, as well as Chat's Valentine's Fun Days.
Thank you for joining me today for this interview about the Valentine's Day fundraiser for middle school.
Of course.
For my first question, I have, what inspired the beginning of this Valentine's fundraiser?
Janet Chickering used to run the fundraiser, and she ran it for years and years and years because I can remember buying the Valentines for my son when he was here at school, and that was a long time ago. And then when she retired, somebody needed to take it over, and the middle school is always looking for ways to make money, so we said, we'll do it.
Awesome. And then leading with that, how does this fundraiser help the middle school?
Okay. So in the middle school, we have a variety of things that we do. We have several trips that we try to take a year. We take an end of the year trip in each of the grades. And for several years, we've run a positive reward program that it changed a little bit after COVID, but we're trying to get that back up and running.
And then what are some of the items sold for the purpose of fundraising?
Okay. So we do it in conjunction with a party store in Woodsville. So she sells balloons and Russell Stover's chocolate boxes and a variety of stuffed animals. And then they're all delivered to the school on Valentine's Day.
Awesome, that's so cool. And then are any of the students involved, or is it kind of just yourself organized?
It's really, this one is primarily adult organized. Madame Chickering used to have, because it was a high school club, she used to have the high schoolers involved in delivering, and we will probably utilize the 7th and 8th graders, a small portion of them, to help with the deliveries. But there's really, the nice thing about it, there's really not a lot to do. We photocopy the order forms, send them out to the teachers, put an announcement on Facebook, and then there's not a lot for us to do except get the orders back down there, and then we deliver them. So tomorrow will be a crazy day, the actual delivery, and she has to make multiple trips from her store in Woodsville to get everything up here. So it's kind of an ongoing process, but
oh yeah, it sounds like it.
yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Mrs. Williams.
Thank you.
So today I'll be talking about the Chat Club Valentine's Lunch Bunch. We do a lot of lunch bunches throughout the year, including Halloween, Christmas, sometimes St. Patrick's Day, and usually a lot of themed lunch bunches because that really attracts a lot of the kids and makes them really want to come. So for this Valentine's Day lunch bunch, we decided to do a lot of our normal activities but themed them to more of a Valentine's type thing. So one of the main attractions that we have is a showing of a Charlie Brown Valentine's Day. So a lot of kids usually gather around this in comfy seats, drawing, coloring, and just like to enjoy watching the movie with like a snack or just some other fun things in the area. And then another big attraction that we have is actually Mario Kart. A couple of our Chat Club members actually bring in their own Switches to allow for Mario Kart for all of the students. So students usually take turns playing a round of Mario Kart and then compete to see who is the best player. We also like to have decorative lights, usually themed decorations, and then have like Valentine's music or some other type of music to have for the kids to enjoy as well.
Now let's go to Carter Colby, who will be covering the 5th grade drone challenge.
So you all flew at the drone challenge, right?
Yes.
How did it work? What was there like a series of events that you had to do?
So we had to fly around and knock the beanbags off, and then someone else like flew the drone and like pushed the balls.
Yeah, like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then put it in like one of those
Hmm.
areas. Green or blue.
All right. Where'd you guys go for the drone challenge?
Wasn't it Springfield High School, Vermont?
All right.
Thank you, Carter. Now let's finish up our past events with Cassidy, who will be covering our Biddy Basketball Tournaments.
You and your team recently won the tournament. How did it feel like to win with your team?
It felt really good. We played really strong together, and we had some really strong passes. And we were down one of our good players, so we pulled up some of the younger kids, and they worked really strong with us too.
Would you play again next year?
Yeah, I would definitely play again next year.
How did it feel seeing your sister's team succeed?
It was really good, especially to watch my sister. It was her first year on a basketball team, like playing basketball. So to see her, like, work really hard to get to where she needs to be for her first year. Seeing Lisbon, win, because Lisbon hasn't won in a long time. So to see her team just work really hard together and win, and see the joy on their faces when they won, it was really great to just watch something like that happen for Lisbon.
You also ref the games. How did that feel?
It was my first time reffing, and yeah, it was my first time. I probably wouldn't do it again because a lot of, some parents and coaches are pretty relentless when it comes to, yelling at refs. So I probably wouldn't do it again just because they were a little crazy, some of them.
Thank you so much for tuning in for our first broadcast for the second semester.
Make sure to stay tuned for our next episode that will show some fun upcoming events for our Panthers.
Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications to keep up with Panther Productions. Have a great day, Panthers.